If you want to get into high frequency or even daily training, but have no idea how, this video is for you. You might be used to training 3 days per week and can't imagine how daily training can possibly work. But it all has to do with dividing the weekly volume over more days, essentially lowering the daily volume. First, decide how often you are going to train. It can be 5 days a week, 6 days or even 7. Then pick a push, a pull and a leg exercise. You can do more variation, which we'll get into late in the video, but for simplicity's sake, for now let's say it's a push-up, a pull-up and a bodyweight squat. Then pick a daily rep target. A good daily goal to shoot for is about double your max reps, so you need to test these first. So let's say you can do 20 push-ups in one set, 8 pull-ups and 30 squats. Then your daily rep targets are 40 push-ups, 16 pull-ups and 60 squats. How you get these reps in doesn't really matter. You can do straight sets, circuit training, EMOM, pyramid, or do several sets spread throughout the day. The important thing is to hit the daily rep target. Adjusting volume. Progressing is simple. If you're used to daily training and you aren't sore and you feel you can do more, then slowly increase the volume or intensity. You can add some weight, do more reps or slow the reps down. Just don't do all of them at the same time. Now what if you're feeling sore, unmotivated to train or feel a little sick? Then lower the daily volume. Slightly decrease the daily rep target and increase it back to normal once that starts feeling easy. Or you can take an extra day off. Since you're training so frequently, taking an extra rest day doesn't affect the training stimulus nearly as much compared to if you're training only twice a week and decide to skip a day. Exercise variation. I think exercise variation is overrated. It's a good idea to do some variation to hit the muscle slightly differently and to keep training more interesting, but you don't have to hit the muscle from every imaginable angle in order to keep making progress. So if you want some variation, I wouldn't pick more than 2 to 3 per muscle group. This allows you to more accurately track your progress. As long as your exercises are compound exercises, you can perform them with good technique and a moderate rep range, then they are good. So basic push-up variations, dips, pull-ups, rows, squats, lunges, they're all fine. Daily extras. Resistance training is really important, but I think we do need more in life. We also need a good level of conditioning and we need to be mobile enough to move well and stay injury free. A great way to accomplish this is to enter strength work with a Tabata interval. 8 rounds to 20 seconds of work with a 10-second rest period in between. This can be heavy bag work, jump rope or even a kettlebell swing. And finally end with mobility work. Addressing some common tight areas and spending a few minutes on those will give you a huge benefit. Even if you aren't in pain now, mobility work helps you stay and move pain-free in the future. So to quickly recap, pick the number of days you're going to train, your exercises and set your daily rep targets. Slightly decrease or increase the volume to balance recovery and progress. End with some conditioning and mobility work and you're set for life. I hope you enjoyed the video and if you have any questions, drop them down below. Now if you're interested in high frequency training but still not completely convinced it can work for you, in this video I explain why training twice a day is actually easier than twice a week.